Have you ever looked in the mirror in the morning and felt like the person staring back at you is a stranger? Maybe you pulled at the skin on your neck or traced a new line around your eyes and wondered when exactly that happened. It is a heavy feeling, isn't it? We are told that aging is natural, but that does not make it easy to watch our vibrant glow fade away. So, what do we usually do? We rush to the drugstore. We spend hundreds of dollars on fancy creams in beautiful glass jars. Or maybe we buy those expensive collagen supplements that promise to turn back the clock. But months go by and the mirror tells the same story. Well, here is the truth that the beauty industry might not want you to hear. You cannot fix a structural problem with a topical cream. And you do not need to drain your bank account to get your glow back. In fact, the secret to firmer skin, thicker hair, and stronger joints might already be hiding in your kitchen pantry. Today, I am going to share a powerful, ancient remedy made from just 4 humble seeds. When you combine them in the right way, they create a natural collagen-boosting powerhouse that works from the inside out. Now, before we get to the recipe, we need to understand what is actually happening under the surface. Imagine your skin is like a beautiful, strong mattress. Inside that mattress, you have springs that keep it bouncy and firm. Those springs are called collagen. When we are young, our bodies are like factories that never close, constantly pumping out fresh collagen. That is why children have such plump, squishable cheeks. But here is the scary reality. Right around the age of 25, that factory starts to slow down. Scientists estimate that we lose about 1% of our collagen production every single year. By the time we reach our 60s, that decline becomes a steep drop. The mattress springs start to break. The structure collapses. That is when we see sagging skin, brittle nails, and we feel that deep, aching stiffness in our knees and hips. It is not just a beauty problem. It is a whole body structural problem. But here is the good news. While we cannot stop the clock completely, we can restart the factory. We just need to give the workers the right raw materials. And that is exactly what our 4C blend does. Let me introduce you to the 4 ingredients that are going to change everything. And please pay close attention because each seed has a very specific job to do. First, we have pumpkin seeds. You might only think of these around Halloween, but in the medical world, they are often called the zinc factory. Zinc is absolutely critical because it acts like the foreman on a construction site. It tells your body how to build new collagen. Without enough zinc, your body simply cannot repair the damage. Second, we have flax seeds. These tiny brown seeds are packed with omega-3 fatty acids. Think of omega-3s as the internal moisturizer for your body. They help hydrate your skin cells from within, making them look plump and soft rather than dry and papery. They also help lower inflammation, which is amazing if you suffer from stiff fingers or achy knees in the morning. Third, we have sunflower seeds. These are nature's shield. They are loaded with vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant. Vitamin E protects your remaining collagen from being destroyed by the sun, pollution, and stress. It stops the aging process from speeding up. And finally, the unsung hero, sesame seeds. These are rich in calcium and iron. We often forget that our face structure depends on our bone density. As we age, if we lose bone mass in our jaw, our skin starts to drape and sag. Sesame seeds help keep those bones strong, providing a firm foundation for your skin to rest on. Now, before we rush to the stove, I need to address the elephant in the room. You might be thinking, why should I go through the trouble of roasting seeds when I can just pop a collagen pill? It is a fair question. And honestly, the supplement industry is banking on you asking that. They want you to believe that a pill is the answer. But here's the problem. Most of the collagen supplements you see on the shelves are made from animal byproducts, often the leftovers that could not be sold as food. They are processed, heated, and pulverized until they are barely recognizable by your body. When you swallow that pill, your stomach acid often destroys a huge chunk of it before it ever reaches your skin or joints. It is what scientists call bioavailability. You can swallow 1,000 milligrams of collagen, but if your body cannot absorb it, you are essentially just flushing your money down the toilet. This is why our 4C blend is different. We are not giving you dead, processed collagen. We are giving your body the living tools it needs to build its own. We are feeding the factory, not just dumping bricks in the driveway. Plus, let's talk about the cost. A good month's supply of collagen can cost $50, maybe even $80. This seed blend, it will cost you pennies a day. It is effective, it is delicious, and it is accessible to everyone. So, where do we begin? It starts with the right ingredients. Not all seeds are created equal. And if we want medicinal results, we need to be picky. For the pumpkin seeds, look for the raw green variety. They are often called pepitas. Do not buy the white ones with the hard shells, and definitely do not buy the ones that are already roasted and salted. We want them raw so we can control the heat ourselves. The green color is where the chlorophyll and antioxidants live. For the flax seeds, you have a choice between golden and brown. Nutritional experts say they are very similar, but many people find the golden ones have a slightly nuttier, buttery flavor that works better in smoothies. Just make sure you buy them whole. Never, and I mean never, buy pre-ground flax meal. As soon as a flax seed is cracked open, its delicate oils start to spoil. We want to grind them fresh. For the sunflower seeds, again, look for raw and unsalted. They should be a grayish-white color. If they look too yellow, they might be old. And for the sesame seeds, unhulled is best if you can find them because the calcium is actually in the hull. But if you can only find the regular white ones, that is perfectly fine too. They are still packed with healthy fats. All right, are you ready to make some magic? Let's head to the kitchen. You will need a heavy-bottomed pan, like a cast iron skillet or a good nonstick pan. Do not add any oil. We are going to dry roast these seeds. This is an ancient technique that wakes up the natural oils inside the seed, making them easier for your older digestive system to absorb. Turn your heat to low, not medium-low. We are not cooking dinner. We are coaxing out nutrients. Patience is the secret ingredient here. We are going to use a technique I call the staggered roast. Most recipes tell you to dump everything in at once, but that is a mistake. The pumpkin and sunflower seeds are bigger and tougher, so they need more time. The flax and sesame seeds are tiny and delicate, and they burn easily. Start by adding half a cup of pumpkin seeds and half a cup of sunflower seeds to the dry pan. Spread them out so they are sitting in a single layer. Now, just let them sit for a minute. Then gently stir. You want them to warm up slowly. After about 3 or 4 minutes, you will start to hear a sound. A quiet little pop or a snap. That is the sound of the moisture leaving the seeds. The kitchen will start to smell earthy, almost like baking bread. That is your cue. Once the pumpkin seeds are looking slightly golden, it is time for the second wave. Add half a cup of flax seeds and 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds right into the same pan. Keep stirring constantly now. This part moves fast. The flax seeds might start to dance and jump in the pan. That is normal. It means they are crisping up. You only want to roast this mixture for another 2, maybe 3 minutes max. Watch the sesame seeds closely. The moment they turn a light golden brown, take the pan off the heat immediately. Do not wait. The heat from the pan will keep cooking them even after you turn off the stove. Pour everything out onto a large dinner plate to cool down. Do not leave them in the hot pan, or they will burn. Now touch the seeds. Are they completely cool? This is critical. If you grind hot seeds, the moisture will turn your beautiful powder into a sticky, oily butter. We want a fluffy powder. Pour your cooled seeds into a blender or a coffee grinder. Now here is the trick. Do not just hold the button down. Pulse it. Zip, zip, zip. We want to break the seeds down, but we don't want to liquefy them. You are looking for a texture that looks like coarse sand or almond flour. You might still see tiny specks of the flax shell, and that is perfect. That adds fiber, which is wonderful for your digestion. Transfer this golden powder into a glass jar with a tight lid. Why glass? Because plastic can sometimes leach chemicals, and we work so hard to keep this pure. Store it in the fridge, and it will stay fresh and potent for up to a month. Now that you have your jar of youth powder, how do you use it? The goal is to get 2 tablespoons into your body every single day. Consistency is key. You cannot eat it once a week and expect a miracle. Here are 3 delicious ways to make it a habit. First is the morning glow. This is for my smoothie lovers. If you start your day with a fruit smoothie, just toss your 2 tablespoons right in. The nutty flavor pairs beautifully with banana, berries, or even a green smoothie with spinach. The fats in the seeds actually help your body absorb the vitamins from the fruit. It makes your breakfast more filling, so you won't be reaching for a snack by 10 a.m. Second is the savory sprinkle. Maybe you don't like sweet things in the morning. That is fine. This powder has a rich, toasted flavor that tastes amazing on savory food. Try sprinkling it over your avocado toast, or stir it into a bowl of oatmeal. My personal favorite? Sprinkle it over a warm bowl of vegetable soup or a fresh salad at lunch. It adds a lovely crunch and texture, almost like Parmesan cheese, but without the dairy. It turns a simple light lunch into a nutrient-dense meal that supports your bones. And third is the nighttime elixir. This is perfect if you have trouble sleeping. The pumpkin seeds in our mix are rich in tryptophan, and the sesame seeds are rich in magnesium. Both of these help your body relax and prepare for deep sleep. Warm up a cup of milk, dairy or almond. It doesn't matter. Stir in 1 tablespoon of your seed powder and a tiny pinch of turmeric. Maybe add a drop of honey. Sip this about an hour before bed. It is warm, comforting, and while you sleep, your body will use those nutrients to repair your skin cells. It is beauty sleep, literally. We are almost at the finish line, but I have one more secret to share that will double the effectiveness of this powder. We call it the accelerator. You see, nature loves teamwork. Remember how we talked about vitamin E in the sunflower seeds? Well, vitamin E has a best friend, and that is vitamin C. When you eat them together, they create a synergy that boosts collagen production much faster than if you ate them alone. So here is my pro tip. When you take your 2 tablespoons of seed powder, try to eat a little bit of vitamin C with it. This could be as simple as squeezing some fresh lemon juice into your water, eating half an orange, or tossing a few strawberries into your smoothie. Think of the seed powder as the bricks and the vitamin C as the mortar. You need both to build a strong wall. If you can make this small tweak to your routine, you will likely see results much sooner. Now, we need to have a serious talk about water. This seed blend is packed with fiber, especially from the flax seeds. Fiber is wonderful for your digestion. It acts like a broom, sweeping out old waste from your system. However, fiber is like a dry sponge. It needs water to work. If you eat this powder but you do not drink enough water, that sponge will dry out and get stuck. Instead of better digestion, you might end up feeling bloated or constipated. So, please make a deal with me right now. For every tablespoon of this powder you eat, drink 1 extra glass of water. It keeps everything moving smoothly. Your skin needs that hydration just as much as your gut does. If your skin is thirsty, no amount of collagen will make it glow. I want you to be healthy, but I also want you to be safe. Because we are using powerful natural ingredients, there are a few things you need to consider before you start. First, if you have been diagnosed with diverticulitis, or if your doctor has told you to avoid small seeds, please talk to them before trying this. Even though we are grinding the seeds, we want to be absolutely sure it is safe for your specific digestive system. Second, if you are taking blood thinning medication, be mindful with flax seeds. They have a natural blood thinning effect because of the omega-3s. This is usually a good thing, but we do not want it to interfere with your prescription. A quick 5-minute chat with your doctor is all it takes to get the green light. And finally, start slow. Even though 2 tablespoons is the goal, if your body isn't used to this much fiber, start with just 1 teaspoon for the first week. Listen to your body. There is no rush. So when will you see results? This is the hardest part. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want the pill to work in 20 minutes, but nature takes its time. You might feel better energy and digestion within the first week. But for the skin, hair, and joints, you need to give it time. Skin cells take about 28 days to regenerate. I usually tell my community to give this a fair trial for 60 days. Take a picture of yourself today. Then, take another one in 2 months. I promise you, you will see the difference. The light in your eyes, the texture of your skin, and the spring in your step will tell the story. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. You know, getting older is a privilege. It means we have survived. We have lived. We have stories to tell. We shouldn't try to erase our age, but we can certainly help our bodies carry us through these golden years with strength and grace. If you decide to try this simple seed recipe, I would love to hear from you. Come back and tell me how you are feeling. And if you have a friend, a sister, or a neighbor who has been complaining about stiff joints or tired skin, please consider sharing this video with them. It might be just the little boost they need. I am sending you so much love, and I wish you good health, deep sleep, and happy days ahead. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.